Yep, that's right. We're moving on to the segment of Thunder the up. Woo. Yep, but I don't know. I don't really got a whole lot to be excited about as a team. In our last 5 games, I'll give you the rundown. We'll run through numbers. Last 5 games, tell them, Nolan.
We are 2-3.
Last 10 games,
3-7. It has not been a good stretch for us, guys.
Number
really
1 in the West right now, Nolan.
Golden State.
Number 7 and number 8 in the West right now.
Spurs at 7. Oklahoma City at 8. That's where we're sitting.
Yeah. Number 2 right now, we got Denver 3, Houston 4, Portland 5, Utah 6, Clippers. We're San Antonio and Oklahoma City are 8.5 games back of first place.
We were a 3rd seed.
We were a 3rd seed. We were as highest this year as 3rd in the West. 3rd in the West. I don't really want to go on and talk about how bad we've been because there's something really cool that happened last night. Well,
you talking about Mr. Triple Double?
Yeah, I'm talking about Mr. Trip Dub. I'm talking about Mr. Trip Dub and what he did against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Only one other person's done it too.
Wilt Chamberlain. What was cool is that Russell Westbrook went for his triple dub like he always does, as everybody knows. He's known as Mr. Trip Dub. But this time, he went for 20 points, 20 rebounds, and 20 assists. You could tell his intent was to obviously do what he did. Obviously, he accomplished it. Yep. But at the end of the first quarter, when they ran his stats, and I was watching the game, he had 0 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. I said to myself, that is the weirdest line. I was like, this is weird as hell. He's got no points and 10 rebounds, dude. What the hell is he doing? I mean, the guy's deliberately, intentionally not scoring the basketball. I'm like, what in the hell is he doing? He's going crazy on rebounds and just passing the shit out of the ball. Well, obviously the scoring comes for him later, but clearly his intent was this. I mean, he knew what was going on. I mean, you should have seen the place on the 20th rebound.
No. Oh, blew up. Chesapeake Arena blew up.
Dude, it was going crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And what was funny was that Steven Adams was going for the same rebound. And
fighting each other
for the rebound. And then, no, right after it, Chad, I'm sure you'll run a clip, but right after it, Russ got the rebound over him, and Steven Adams is going up with him. Obviously, they're in the moment. And he just comes down and realizes it, and he's jumping up and down. I'm like, you dumbass, you were just sitting there trying to rebound over his ass. Now you're jumping up and down like a little school kid.
Well, Steven Adams, he's a caveman. We know that.
What's your opinion of Steven Adams?
I mean, he's great at what he does, man. I mean, he's just our, like I said, he's our goofy caveman. He's what?
Discount Aquaman.
Discount Aquaman. Yeah, he's our discount Aquaman.
He's been playing. Hey, the past 2 games, Steven, the past 2 games, thank you. You played well, but other than that, he's been rough since All-Star break. Everybody has. Not just you, Steven, everybody.
Playing lazy basketball. Playing selfish basketball.
Yeah.
Guys like Russ. Like, I mean, like, regardless of how amazing what he did was.
We're going to dive into that here in a second. We will. But going on, I also want to pile on talking about his miraculous performance, because it was. Mm-hmm. It was miraculous. The only other player to drop a triple-double with 20 points, 20 rebounds, and 20 assists was Wilt Chamberlain. So he is in company with only one other gentleman, and it's the only other person to score 100 points in the game of basketball. And he's a Hall of Famer. Russell, I'm sure, will go on to be one himself. Mm-hmm. But, Corey, to transition to what you were saying, yes, I don't think this performance takes away from what recently he's done. Stephen A. Smith recently made a comment, and we're gonna give our 2 cents on this. But he called Russell Westbrook OKC's most important player. Okay, this is clearly coming directly after a miraculous performance. If anything, and if you follow the Thunder like we all 3 do in this room, you know what type of consistency and production he has brought to the table and how efficient he has been this season, which is not that much.
He's a fantastic player. There's no doubt about it. But that is, I mean, it's selfish man basketball. I mean, like I said, what you were talking about earlier. we knew what he was doing. You could tell what he was going for the entire first quarter.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, we know what he's doing. And then you have somebody like, Adams going up for a rebound, and then like him being like, nope, that's my bad. That's me. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, just let the man grab the ball and send you back down the court to go score, dude.
What were you going to say, Nolan? What were you about to say?
No, I was just gonna say he's stressful sometimes. He's loose with the ball. He's a loose cannon.
He's not. Here's the thing. He just needs to be consistent. Because if he gave us what he did last night, every night, then I'm fine with that. But it's not. It's not every night. And, there's a level of selfish element to it. Yeah. But obviously he did last night. Yesterday his performance was clearly fueled and influenced by a rapper's death who he's really close to named Nipsey Hussle. They're both out from Los Angeles. Him, Nipsey, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden are all from the same area. This guy was gunned down in his neighborhood, gang violence. A lot of people thought it was a government conspiracy. I'm all for conspiracies. We won't dive into that right now. JFK shot first. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But, yeah, no, it was terrible, that Nipsey. I mean, it really is terrible. But it is cool that influenced Russ. You can tell he had a very strong influence on Russ. Russ probably listened to a lot of his music. He had a lot of very strong influence on a lot of players in the league. It's not just Russ. But his performance, that was very cool that he was able to do that. And in a sense of him, he was smacking on his chest, talking about Nipsey. But yeah, there is a level of a selfish element to it. I do agree. But it is cool. Again, I'm not taking away from what his performance and what he was capable of doing. And obviously he wanted to do it for his buddy who had passed away, which...
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think all of us here will agree. We all love Russ. We love what he does. But like I said, at the end of the day, I would rather not see him do selfish, get the triple-doubles plays. I'd rather him make smart plays, allow someone like Adams, who's taller than him, to go up and grab the rebounds and get him back down the court to go get in a position to score. But like I said, Russ is the MVP. He's gonna keep doing what he's doing.
His performance has got people all over him right now. Hopefully that, because he's got a lot of haters and a lot of critics. So hopefully that this keeps a positive vibe for him. So thank goodness his performance has got a lot of people talking good about him, because not a lot of people usually have a lot of good things to say about him. He doesn't like the media, and you don't like the media, then generally the people watching the media don't like you. So, and I don't tend to fall in that category or that formula, because I know how it is as an athlete. Guys, we got 2 home games left, 2 away. We play Detroit at home on Friday. On Sunday, we play Minnesota. The following Tuesday, we play Houston at home, and then we close the season out on Wednesday, April 10th at Milwaukee. That's it, guys. 2 at home, 2 on the road. We clinch, we finish our season on Wednesday, April 10th in Milwaukee against the Greek Freak. I imagine that game. I imagine the game against Houston and Milwaukee. Not a lot of players of your big time players will be going hard. I'm sure they'll participate, but not.
Well, they're big games for us. I mean, because I'd rather get that
Houston's
7th seed.
Yeah. I'm sure San Antonio would too.
The same thing.
Yeah.
We just better play our best basketball. Period.
Yeah.
We need to beat Minnesota. We haven't beat Minnesota. I think we maybe.
No.
We haven't beat them.
We're 0-3.
We're 0-3 against Minnesota. We need to beat Minnesota. We do. That game against Minnesota and Houston's huge, specifically because they're Western Conference games. Mm-hmm. But it'll be interesting. As soon as that last regular season game's done, you'll have the MVP votes come in. Paul George will be in the top 3. I imagine, again, I know we've talked about it probably in every episode of this. I imagine Greek Freak will take it. James Harden will be second, and Paul George will be third. But
that's too high for Paul George. He needs to go lower.
What's wrong with you?
This is what I deal with. Right here. MVP G13. We all know what it is. Okay, I'm spreading black propaganda. Okay, I'm trying to persuade all the minds. Okay, all the voters. All right, and all the writers out there. Everybody who needs a vote for him to go high on the ballot. I mean, he deserves it, man. I don't want to be politically correct, or I don't want to be politically correct in the sense that I don't want James Harden to win it, and because obviously his numbers are a little bit skewed in the fact that he's taken so many attempts So why wouldn't he have as many points as he had this year?
He's the only All-Star in that team.
Yeah. Well, he is the only All-Star.
He's by himself.
Yeah,
he's got a team. He's got a support team.
He's got a little bit of support, yeah.
Yeah.
But in the Greek Freak, I can't take any away from him because it's like, gosh damn it, man.
He's doing
the year Paul George actually has an MVP year. This guy is a freaking freak, dude. Oh my gosh, man. It's like, man, hell yeah, Paul George had a hell of a night. What happened? What did the freak do? Even better. You're like, hey, all right. I mean, but you can't take anything away from him.
This is the Greek Freak's year.
Yeah.
I think Paul, if he stays consistent, I mean,
Yeah,
that'll be his year next year.
Yeah, there's no reason he shouldn't return. And
Yeah.
he's only building and getting better. Since his injury, he's only gotten better and built consistency. He's not injury prone. You can tell he's gotten stronger. He's finishing with a lot of explosiveness. I'm just glad to see I'm glad to see Paul's had the year he's had. I didn't.
Leading scorer at OKC.
Yeah, leading scorer OKC. I didn't plan on talking about this, but I'm just glad to see that he's had the year he's had since what's happened to him in 2014 for him to put the type of work in and to do what he's needed to do, and he did that for the U.S. national. He did that when he was on the U.S. national team, going for a gold medal too. So it's not like he just did this in the NBA doing his job. He did it going for a gold medal for the United States of America. I mean, there's nothing cooler than that. I mean, obviously, if you're going to do it, you probably want to do it in that fashion.
He's definitely worth every penny of that $136 million that OKC 4-year contract he's got.
I agree, and honestly,
He might be more.
Yes.
They might need more.
yeah, and that's what going back to what I was trying to say. He has not gotten his money he deserves. He's playing until he gets his money he deserves, and then he's going to get his money he deserves. So he should get his money he deserves.
It's going to happen. I mean, like I said, I promise you. Like I said, if he has another consistent year next year, they're going to be like,
You got to
sign
pay
him up.
Oh, got to.
Sign him up.
But here's what stinks: we're paying Russ a lot, so it's got to work out. We're paying Russ a lot. I don't know if you guys heard that. I'm sorry, I said it under my breath. But we're paying Russ a lot, so we got something's got to give here because we need a bench. We got one of the worst benches in the league. We're like, I think 28th, meaning we only play about 7 guys over 20 minutes. Boston plays about I think 9 to 10 guys over 20 minutes. They're deep. They just go man up, next up. I mean, we go about 7, maybe 8 guys depending on the game plan and who we're playing. But yeah, so we got to spread some money out to go get some more caliber players that we can bring off the bench who are reliable
Yeah, I agree.
and dependable in late quarter situations.
Consistent,
Yeah, because we got tired around the All-Star break. I mean, we had a phenomenal year, but around the All-Star break, we got tired because you're 3/4 of the way through, and you just are legitimately tired, especially if you're running on a 7-man roster like we were. I mean, obviously, we have 10 people on the roster or 12 people on the roster, whatever it takes for a traveling roster. But,
Half those people don't even see the floor.
well, no, because they're not.
Well, I mean, the problem with that is, too, I mean, those guys get that tired. Big-time injuries are going to happen.
Yeah, Paul George's shoulder. There you go. Here we are, battling it right now. But that's it for the Thunder the Up segment. Guys, we'll see how we play Detroit on Friday.